But on Monday, Tricia McLaughlin was on with Dana and me. And part of her answer said, I think we will be seeing mugshots very soon.
This isn't a protest story. This isn't a political opinion. This is a federal arrest.
We did not rush into that church. We actually went and sat down and participated in the service.
For weeks, narratives were built, claims were made, lines were crossed, and now charges have been filed. According to federal authorities, this case involves the obstruction of religious worship, something the law is very clear about. You don't get to block it, you don't get to disrupt it, and you don't get to hide behind politics when federal statutes are involved.
Busting into somewhere and descending upon a place, then we need to be talking about what ICE has done.
All these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're living real life, nice lives with your lattes, doing absolutely nothing for your Latino.
Yep, they got him too. He's a maniac, and he's getting paid for it. Roll it.
I didn't choose the venue chose us.
Ah, got it. Well, I guess we better put that venue in handcuffs then.
It is my duty. Anyone who has read the Bible knows that Jesus walked boldly into the temple and flipped over the table of the money changers.
Welcome back to the Jay Ravato Show, and do we have a show for you today? Do we? Of course we do, and on today's episode, it's a really exciting episode. We finally are holding people accountable for their actions. I know a lot of people requested to see videos of people getting arrested. Well, here we go. Roll it.
Welcome back here on Live Now from Fox. It is 10:48 on the East Coast and 7:48 on the West Coast. My name is Josh Breslow, and I do want to get you to some breaking news that we are following here at this hour. Take a look as Attorney General Pam Bondi has announced 2 arrests in the wake of a protest that interrupted a church service in St. Paul over the weekend. Bondi initially posted this right here on social media saying, minutes ago, at my direction, Homeland Security and FBI agents executed an arrest in Minnesota. So far, we have arrested Nakima Levi Armstrong, who allegedly played a key role in organizing the coordinated attack on City's Church in St. Paul, Minnesota. We will share more updates as they become available. Listen loud and clear. We do not tolerate attacks on places of worship.
This moment didn't happen overnight. It's the result of escalation, confrontation, and decisions that led here. As arrests are made and charges are announced, one thing becomes clear. This is no longer about activism. It's about accountability. And when it comes to places of worship, as officials themselves have said, we do not tolerate attacks on places of worship. Roll it.
Again, this is a post from Pam Bondi. Now, she did provide an update saying a second arrest has been made at my direction. Chantil Louisa Allen has been taken into custody. More to come. We will protect our houses of worship. Now, we have not received booking photos at this point. It does sound as though some more arrests are possible. We also know that FBI Director Kash Patel posted a statement as well, essentially backing up what Pam Bondi had to say. But the service was underway at St. Paul City's Church. That was on Sunday when that now viral video showed protesters storming the church during service. Organizers of the demonstration saying an ICE official is a pastor there at the church. It appears the organizer arrested spoke at a news conference Tuesday that we took here, calling on that pastor to resign. Well, there you go. Secretary Kristi Noem with the Department of Homeland Security posting that photo there on the left-hand side of your screen. She said Homeland Security investigators and FBI agents arrested Nakima Levi Armstrong, who played a key role in orchestrating the church riots in St. Paul, Minnesota. She is being charged with a federal crime. Religious freedom is the bedrock of the United States. There is no First Amendment right to obstruct someone from practicing their religion. Again, 2 arrests made, according to the Department of Justice here, after that church service was interrupted. All of that happening in St. Paul, Minnesota over the weekend. We'll let you know how this does play out, as we do expect the potential for more arrests here, and also some potential comments coming in from Pam Bondi and other members of the Trump administration.
We'll bring her in. She's staying off the side. I know this one because I just did it.
You are a fake pastor. You are a fake Christian.
Ridiculous, dude.
Stand up, fight back.
David Easterwood is the director for the field office of ICE in St. Paul.
All right, so let me give you a brief lesson on doxing. Doxing is when you give out someone's information, so therefore you can look them up and find out where they stay. She indirectly did that. That's why she's going to jail. Roll it.
He also serves as a pastor right here at City's Church.
Renee Good. Renee Good.
How can you be a pastor?
That's right.
You ever heard of birds of a feather flock together?
That's right.
The chirping bird in the back disagreeing with the rhetoric is just as crazy.
That's right.
They should arrest everybody, not just the white guy with the hat on and screaming he hates white guys.
All these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps.
But everybody in the crazy clandestine.
Like what happened with the church there a couple of days ago when individuals came in and disrupted almost violently a church service. Absolutely not. Same thing. We should treat each other with respect, dignity.
Attorney General Pam Bondi announced the arrest of a person involved in an anti-ICE protest that interrupted a church service in Minneapolis. The Justice Department previously teased federal charges against the protesters who entered City's church, where an ICE official, David Easterwood, pastors. Bondi says the FBI and Department of Homeland Security arrested Nikema Levy Armstrong, claiming she played a, quote, key role in the protest.
Of a church, but overseeing ICE agents in the field. We know that ICE agents just killed Renee Good. We know that they shot a Venezuelan nationalist. We know that they almost killed a 6-month-old baby in North Minneapolis.
That part.
As well as terrorized their whole family of 6. Had to send 3 of their children to the hospital, 2 of which had asthma, as they fired tear gas and flashbang grenades at the cars of innocent people. We know that they dragged people out of their cars, out of their homes. They dragged pregnant women. They beaten and attacked immigrants and U.S. citizens. So how dare somebody claim to be a pastor while overseeing evil? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now you guys heard that pastor pray. Dear Lord, please chasten us to get our house in order. That was the perfect prayer for such a time as this. That's what we came to do. Get your house in order.
That part.
Don't pretend to be a church while harboring evil.
But she's screaming, in the name of Jesus, protesting inside of a pastor's church. This is one of the most hypocritical protests I've ever seen.
Ice out! Ice out! Ice out! David Easterwood out now! David Easterwood out now! David Easterwood out now! David Easterwood out now! David Easterwood out! You're a pastor, it's the ICE director. You're a pastor, the ICE director. You're literally East African.
They keep their identity secret. That's why they're mad.
Find a better church, bro.
Join the black church, bro.
Jesus did not wear a tie.
The black church was part of the civil rights movement, brother. Come join the black church, man. Good. That's where you belong.
Okay, so I wasn't going to say anything, but really quickly, did this guy just now tell another man discriminatively where he belongs?
Come join the black church, man. Good. That's where you belong.
This is how out of hand things have gotten. The guy who protested inside of another man's church while he was peacefully serving God came to him and told him that this is not his church. He belongs somewhere else. If that's not racism, then I don't know what is. Roll it. All right, I want to close on this note. It makes no sense to fight for your immigrant neighbors if your immigrant neighbors are violent criminals inside of your safe neighborhood. We want to get those people out so you can continue to be safe. I don't think that makes sense to anyone like Don Lemon, but thank God they're finally being held accountable for their actions. Like, when were we going to hold anybody accountable was the question. We're finally seeing people get arrested and detained. These anti-ICE protesters are anti-common sense and anti-American. And until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so we can continue to bring you this information that they don't want you to know on the Jay Ravato Show.